Hello everyone. Tonight we are going to do a train show haul. Yesterday we had a train show here in Denver. I had no idea how large this train show actually is. Stu Rankin from Metka and Kevin Quinn from the TCA president, they actually both said that this train show here in Denver is the largest train show west of the Mississippi. So that was pretty cool. Obviously, I'm talking about TCA being there. Lionel was there. Atlas was there. Walthers, Scale Trains, Bachman, LGB, Broadway Limited. Everybody was here. All the manufacturers. Pretty cool show, actually. But anyway, this is what I came home with. And trust me, 3 items is a lot for me. I'm cheap. These two Atlas things up here, and all this stuff's over on the test track, and we'll look at it. These are brand new, so be proud of me. I don't buy brand new stuff. This down here actually is my first Weaver brass steam locomotive. So we'll get into that here in a minute, but I wanted to show you something kind of cool here. So many of you know I'm a car guy. When it comes to collector cars, a lot of times you need paperwork to kind of chase pedigree. I know that doesn't matter on a train, but to me this was cool. I've never had a locomotive with this much paperwork. So let me go over this pretty quick. I thought this was cool. So the model itself was made in '91. And I think, we'll go over this little warranty card thing here next to it. I got to scam over it. Still got the lady's address. I'm sure she's no longer on the planet, but just to be safe. So here's the installation instructions of the QSI unit. Here is the warranty card, which I thought was pretty cool. If you look at that there, see it's Union Pacific number 91. Come down here to the certificate of authenticity. The unit number is 91. There is your Weaver instructions, your QSI operating instructions. I just showed you your Weaver certificate of authenticity, and a QSI quick reference card. This cool little thing is laminated and everything and gives you all those functions like I talk about, all the reset functions. A lot of these I don't know what they are. I'm going to have to ask my friend Nicholas at Warden Entertainment. But remember in that GP9 Why I Run Conventional video I was talking about train control? This unit has it as well. So, pretty cool. All right, let's go over and look at the haul. All right, up first are these 2 custom-run Atlas reefers. I got these from the TCA booth. Like I said, Kevin Quinn and his Stacy, the nice lady that works for them. I'm sure you've seen both of them in Dakman's videos. They were the ones that sold these to me. It was a 2-car set. As you can see, the different graphics. Different numbers. And the other thing that's cool, don't see a lot of wood-sided reefers or beer reefers for the West Coast. So I kind of needed to have these. These are so cool. But anyway, and plus the white and the blue is an interesting paint scheme. I'm pretty sure Stu Rankin had a hand in these. Notice the writing on the roofs and everything. He's pretty good at doing that. But just, if you're going to buy new stuff, buy from these people. And I mean Metka or TCA, doing their custom runs and everything. Great people. I'll give people like this my money all day because, you have a 45-minute conversation to buy 2 cars. It's customer service. You just don't see that anymore. And I think they do a good job on their custom runs. So I would highly suggest when you see them, all you East Coast guys that get to go to these big shows, if you see TCA or Metka or any of those places, go up and talk to them. Great people, and they do a great job. They really do. So All right, give me a second, and we will get the. Let me get the reefers out of the way, and we can look at the locomotive. Okay, there it isn't. Here it is. Union Pacific FEF 8444. So in the Greyhound scheme, of course, I always wanted it. They made this in two colors. You could get it in the black or the Greyhound. I wanted it in the Greyhound because if any of you remember that video I did on my brass Williams 4449, I mentioned that in 1989, my father and I went down to the LAUPT, or the Los Angeles Union Passenger Terminal 50th anniversary celebration, and this locomotive was there also. This and 4449 came rolling into the station at the same time. That was something to see. A lot of people don't get to see stuff like that, so I'm very grateful. But anywho, I've got it sitting back there just because I wanted to fire it up so I could show you this cool lighting effect it has in the front. That Mars light goes from clear to red to clear to red to clear to red. I just thought that was kind of neat. So, anywho, let's move forward a little bit. Obviously, everything works. I will tell you right now, like I said, this was built in 91. This is Sam Hongsa all the way. I took it apart. It was under my... I don't think it was run, once again, even though I have all that paperwork over there. The rollers were 100% clean. Two smoke units look completely clean. This is the same thing as a Williams. So, very similar. A little more detail on the outside, but the power chassis and everything, trust me, it's the same. I took it apart, changed all the grease. But everybody's right. The weavers just had a little bit better detail. And you got to remember these, whether these people that build these things, whether it be China or Korea, they have the molds for every single American prototype ever. And they do whatever the company asks them. So they built weavers to a certain spec. They built Williams to a certain spec. They only do what the manufacturer asks, okay? So the more detail you see, that comes from the manufacturer asking and getting charged more, obviously. But anyway, nice model, full scale, 100% brass. This thing's too cool. I really like this thing. Like I said, it's a little bit better than... oh, there's a Williams right there. But little things it has here, like... hopefully this will show up. You spin this thing around and fold your scale coupler out. I thought that was pretty neat. Hidden coupler, just like the factory, or not the factory, but the prototype would have. Fold him, and then you cover him up, and he goes away. Pretty cool. I know some Line of Legacy stuff has that. But yeah, just look at the detail on this. This guy's pretty badass. I like it. I like it. Dynamo over there on the other side. Runs perfect. You heard it. Even it buzzes because it's on the CW80 down here, but I'm going to go break it in up on the main track there and get her running around. And kind of curious about this double smoke. I don't know if I want to turn that on. It might make a mess. But as you can see, two crew members, little armrest there. Just a cool locomotive. Just a cool locomotive. So, and as you can see, pretty darn nice shape. But anywho, that's just a real quick, oh, look at the brass. The brass bell manually swings and everything. Pretty neat. Brass whistle, brass pop-offs. But anyway, power reverser up in there. Just cool. Here down, same as Williams, trust me. One of these days I'll, if you guys want, I'll crack one open so I can show you how to service a brass locomotive. It's pretty easy. 3 screws, all it is. But anyway, and look, there's your flying number boards that everybody says Union Pacific engines have to have. Oh, what else we got up here before I wrap this up? Oh, I thought the wood grain cast into the brass was pretty cool. None of the hatches open. Reverse light back there. But still, that's just neat. I've had other FEFs that don't have that. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, anyway, just a quick little video there. Just wanted to show you what I bought. I'll get a running session here next couple days. We'll, like I said, I got to break this in, so I'm going to go run it around for a while. Varying speeds, of course. And we'll get her all dialed in. But anyway, I hope everybody has a good week. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.